Well, hello everyone. This is your All-American Dad, and I wanted to do a video tonight of something that's going to be a little bit different than the content I'm going to post on my channel, but I figured I'd go ahead and share it anyway. I wasn't going to make a video like this, but what inspired me to was something I had, a gift I had received from a coworker the other night, but I'll get to that a little bit later. But today I wanted the topic of my video to be mainly that on social anxiety. Now, from my perspective, I've always been an introverted person most of my life. I do have friends, but I do keep my circle of friends, relatively small. And one of the biggest experiences that I've had with social anxiety is like occasionally, me and my wife and my kid, we like to go out to eat sometimes. And what I mean by out to eat is usually, my version of that is just to go to a drive-through at a fast food restaurant or just some other, that type of restaurant, and just eat the food in my car. Because I have a thing like where I want to eat, I just want to eat in peace. So whenever we go to a restaurant and it's really crowded, I don't really get, not really a sense of dread, but it's a kind of, I want to do this, yeah, but I don't want to do this. I've learned how to manage growing up, how to act in crowds and stuff like that, but I just have this thing about, like, people are just, different than, when I was a kid, and sometimes it's hard to eat in peace where there's just a lot of people talking and there's kids running around and screaming, and maybe you see an awkward situation happen in public. That's just one of my things. I just always try to avoid awkward situations or try to tune it out the best I could. But, I've tried to teach myself ways to cope. And especially in large crowds, whenever I tend to walk in a crowd, I like to walk fast. I'm just a fast walker. My wife, sometimes she gets on to me about it, and she'll say, could you please slow down? But that's just always the way I've been. As a teenager, I was spent a lot of my time in amusement parks, and I was used to what I call crowd walking, or as one of my old pastors used to call it, his Disney walk. So whenever I'm in a crowd, I just want to move wherever I want to get. I've got to get to a store or whatever. I got to get there quick, and I just want to get out quick. But I've always considered myself just to have sort of mild social anxieties. But anyway, getting on to what I said at the beginning about a present I received, I work with a great group of people. Just a little bit of background. I am a custodian, and I work with a great group, of other coworkers. And they're all pretty much good. I like to talk with them, and I like to have fun. I know there's sometimes it's looked front of but whenever we get slow time at work, I like to have fun with other people. And what made me want to make this video, I got a present from one of my coworkers the other night, because I make it a yearly tradition every Christmas to give each of my coworkers a gift. That's just when I did it, because I consider my coworkers family. And just like I'm going to do with my regular family during Christmas time, I figured it's good to give my work family presents. But, I have this one coworker who I'm not going to mention by name, because I kind of want to protect their identity. But I tried to give her a gift. She has this thing about, getting a gift from something if they have nothing to give in return. I explained to him, it's just fine. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. I don't expect anything in return. Just here's a gift. because our boss, he does the same thing with us every time. Our supervisor, he gives us all gifts. I've been at my place of employment for 3 years. He's given us gifts every year except, just one. That was, due to him being out sick with COVID. I gave him a gift. They eventually, I could tell that they felt bad, but, they accepted my gift. And, I said, you're welcome and everything. I went on about my business. And I was cleaning, a bathroom one day, and I heard their footsteps, and I thought, what are they going to say now? So I was going through my head, what are they going to say? And then I heard them walk the other way and shut the door, and I thought, what was that all about? So I went over to clean another restroom, and I saw this little handmade card that was given to me. And, it was explain. I'm not going to say what was in the card, but it was just, it was a well thought out letter explaining how this person is and everything like that. And, just very talented person. Can draw really, really, really exceptionally well. Does a lot of art. But the thing is, when I started working at this place, the other coworkers, some have come and gone, but some of the coworkers would say things about this one particular coworker, and it was just about the same out of every mouth that I've heard. They're strange, they're weird, they're just out there, they're strange, they're weird. And I was kind of like, I just heard what they had to say and when I had to move on. And then, I wanted to see things, get to know this person for myself. Because you really can't take somebody for the word unless you get to know them. Because of hearing how strange somebody is or how weird somebody is. As far as social anxiety is, this person has explained to me, this one coworker said, because, they're big streamer, and I follow them on, I watch their streams because they're very comfortable. This person is very comfortable talking to people virtually, but, one of the things that was mentioned or told to me is that they have a hard time talking with people in real life. It's very difficult for them. It gives them great anxiety just to talk to people in real life, so they feel a need to keep a distance. And, I don't know the answer to that. I've never asked this person why. I really don't. I just try to give them as much space as I can because I respect this person. But from what I've learned from talking with this person and actually getting to know them, out of all the coworkers I have met in my 3 years of being at this place, this person is probably one of the nicest, most genuine, caring, sweetest people I have ever met since I've been working there. And I know that they don't say a lot, but, from when I occasionally watch their streams, that's just, how they're natured. And getting to learn a story about, talking to them over one summer, this person will not say anything negative or mean about anyone. I mean, I'm telling you, this person, they are a very rare breed. It's not many times you're going to meet someone who will not have a negative word to say about anyone. I have never seen this person lose their temper. They always go about and do their work. And they don't even gossip. So, to me, if being nature like that makes somebody strange, out there or weird in any way. I mean, I would rather be considered strange or weird any day of the week than what most people would consider normal. Because even I consider myself to be a little bit different and everything like that, but I think the reason this person likes to do these things online is they get to interact with people, and it's more comfortable for people like that who have these really strong social anxieties. They use streaming as a way to express themselves, using their talents and showing their talents to other people to express themselves. And it's more comfortable for them to do that where it's in a controlled setting. They don't have to physically be around people, but to see the interaction in a comment section or a chat room. Sorry, my camera kind of fell. I had a prop. But anyway, it makes it easier for them to interact with other people. And if you know somebody like that in your life, if that's the way that makes them comfortable to interact with other people, it's just be accepting of that. Don't pass judgment on people when you don't know their whole story. I've battled a lot of social anxieties myself growing up, and, you just learn to cope. And this person too, they wrote on there that they considered me a friend, and, I respect them. Even if this person doesn't feel comfortable having a full-fledged conversation with me, the fact that they can still consider me a friend, that just means a lot. And if this person ever was to watch this video, I just want to let you know, thank you for being a friend. If anybody that I know says anything negative about you, I'm just going to correct them and tell them that they're wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. That's not the person I see whenever they say things. I'm always going to defend you. I'm always going to have your back. And we should all be the way. If we know somebody in that life who has a lot of trouble, have their back. Find other ways to communicate about them, whether you just want to write them a note or, hang out on their Facebook, their YouTube, their Twitch, anything. Just go and hang out with them. Just hang out with them that way. Be a friend to them that way. Some people express themselves another way, and we just have to learn that that's okay. Anxiety is real. There are some cases of people who have anxiety so bad that it's hard for them to leave the house, or if they have to be somewhere, they have to leave the house right at a specific time, and they get there at a specific time just so they have to avoid social interactions. So, just don't make fun of people who have anxiety. It's a very real disorder. But, I'm going to have some time off, and I'm going to making some more of my normal comedy videos. This channel is just getting started, but I just figured I'd come on here because I thought that present, I wasn't expecting it. I just really thought it was a sweet gesture, but I just wanted to come on here and say, I just felt led to say this, and I hope this person does see this video because I want them to know, I'm always going to have their back. I'm not going to stand for any more nasty rumors that I've heard. Don't pass judgment on someone unless you really, really get to know them first. Because I think I'm actually one of the few that really took the time to get to know this person. Because I had one coworker, he said, this person's a certain age and, it's time for them to grow out of being shy. The fact that they don't understand how anxiety works. And somebody tried to explain to this individual, some people just do have anxiety that bad. that it makes social interactions difficult for them. But just want to let you know that if you see somebody or know somebody that you work with, or a friend or family who seems overwhelmed by people or just doesn't really big talker, it's not that they're just ignoring you or they don't dislike you. You know, normal human interactions are just a little hard for them. And we have to be more understanding of that. But anyway, I'm going to post more of my normal comedy content. Well, normal. I've only made one video so far. But I'm going to make some more videos here in the next couple of weeks. So I hope you all get a laugh out of them. And hopefully I'll learn how to edit videos one day. I'm still sort of new to YouTube. So even I have anxiety about what people are going to say about this video. Is it going to get enough views? What are the comments going to say? A lot of things that go through this warped mind of mine. But anyway, thank you for listening to my video. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. And to my coworker, thank you for being a friend. Okay. I'll talk to you all soon. Everyone stay safe, stay warm, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.